Good morning. What's going on? This is here if you need it. It's Sunday morning. I'm here in sunny Topanga, California. More than sunny, it's been hot as shit. This, this is the time of the year where this shit gets wicked. 105 at 11 a.m. You know, so I'm recording this now while it's still cool outside in some shade. Been a couple days since I've done this. Just I don't know about not feeling up to it, but just kind of been in like a surrendered state. I feel like I was I was hyper aware for a couple days, like just really worried about stuff and kind of all over the place. And by the time I kind of answered some of those questions or whatever, I just, once that was dealt with, it was just kind of like an exhale and just being like, dude, I barely want to be a person right now. I just want to exist. So yeah, but now I'm here and I'm feeling called. So if it's just me or someone else, happy to have you. One thing I wrote down a while ago that was just kind of in regards to seasons of life, because I don't know how other people are, but for me, I'm somebody who's just like, I have very defined chapters. Like, it's not, this isn't something that just kind of happens upon itself. Like, I have very open and shut lives, multiple over time, different careers, people, opportunities, mindsets, like multiple. And I, I feel like with that and seeing the results of what those have been, which, I don't want to say words like failure or anything, but I'll say that they were absolute lessons, absolute shit kicking lessons, it's helped me, help me separate a lot of these things. But when I think about those passages of life and I think about who I was at those times, sometimes when I'm going into a new one, I could look back at all the evidence of the past, and sure, there's a lot that I've gained, but I'm also human. There's a lot that I've lost, and I could get nervous or I could get scared about it because it's like, I know how this goes. The way I would describe, like, it feels more just like, well, all right, here we go. Let's watch it all burn. But I wrote something. When you write something that's like, it's so simple, it's equally dumb and brilliant. I think that was this, but I wrote, it's not about this time being different, and it's about being different this time. Let me do that one more time. Slower, because I get it probably doesn't make sense, but it's not about this time being different. It's about being different this time. And in the sense of that, it's like, so many times when I would get into these new seasons or follow my heart or momentum or whatever it was, it felt like I was like, oh, this was promised. This is what it was all for. This was the blessing. This was the opportunity. Like, it was all an external thing of like, oh, this thing is coming to me and I can rise to meet it and be who I fully am. And look, for some people, I'm sure that's how their life goes. That just ain't how this shit's going for me. So I look at it more now and kind of taking this separation and being like, it actually doesn't matter what is happening. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter how good, how mundane, how hard a situation is. It's like, I am different within it. in a way that I've never been before. I have cultivated this ability to sit in the seat of self and to view and experience, and not necessarily totally invest my self-worth into that outcome. I've given myself this ability to, and this is with patience and timing. Let's not sit here and act like I'm fucking amazing at it, but like I've really started to prioritize the ability to remain in the seat of self and realize that it's actually this is all happening inside of me. This isn't something it's not like, oh, this external rhythm that I'm experiencing is the trigger that's going to change it all. It's more like, no, just for the first time, I realized that the external doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the way that I can make myself feel or I can show up. I could be bitter, I could be angry, I could be annoyed, I could be all these things, but it doesn't change the fact that you gotta do it yourself. Because for me, for you, for whoever, like, that is where all your power is. And I know that's like, even when I say that, it's like, oh, that feels like that's been said before and that's cliche, but like, when you really sit back and go, like, the only things that are happening right now are the product of my perception. They're the product of how I am viewing it. That is powerful. And I think what I have been getting better at over time is realizing that, like, that perspective is so valuable that it's value itself. If that makes any sense. It's like, that is how you view it is how it is. And everyone can experience it differently, but it's like what you assign to it and what you label it as for yourself is like, is everything. And so I guess today, because I don't really know how I'm gonna start these and I just kind of go, but today I think for me it's all about owning my perspective and understanding that the only thing that ever matters is the vision I hold of myself inside. I can kick myself with the best of them. I can make myself feel unworthy, unwanted. Believe me, I'm pro at it. But I think realizing that it's the ego that's looking for all the evidence all the time. It's the ego that's withholding something that's just fucking free. Like, it is the ego who is looking for this external proof to allow yourself to feel something that you already have. There is nothing stopping you from feeling joy and enthusiasm and pride. Like, I get it, but the more you meditate, the more you sit out in nature, the more you can watch the waves instead of being swept up in them, the more you kind of go, oh wow, like, it doesn't take much to get me there. That's the thing that I think I've learned over time, is it's like, I get it in the beginning, and look, everyone practices for themselves. This isn't, I am not the messenger, but in the beginning, it really did kind of just me, like, bullshit testing it, like, all right, well, can I really feel accepted, love, or joy or enthusiasm without something external being the catalyst? And it started in small doses and glimpses. It was meditations that lasted 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you'd sit there, and eventually over time you would get yourself calm enough, and you'd be able to cultivate this awareness, and you're able to focus on love, excitement, whatever you want to feel, like anything. It would happen more quickly and more regularly by just by self embodying it. And I just think for me, I say a lot. I'm consciously counting that in my head. I got to get better at it. But that embodiment and that ability to stay lit, stay nurtured, to cultivate your own heat source. That is what I've understood to this point, just kind of the name of the game. And so it's like I said, it's not about this time being different. It's about being different this time. The situation that I'm in, the situation that you are in, it's about approaching it from this perspective of I am able to hold this now. I am able to allow it to be what it's supposed to be for me, because this isn't the catalyst to make me feel joy or enthusiasm or excitement or pride. Like, this is something that if I maintain my enthusiasm and frequency, that these external events will arrange themselves in the only way they can to support that. It's not the inverse anymore. It's not that, well, this event is so big or so crazy or amazing that it actually brings me up to be in this place, to live in this atmosphere. And it's like, no, that is absolutely the wrong way to do it. That is me telling me that hey, that is not it. It is short-lived. It is, it doesn't sustain you. And it's just building a castle on top of sand. I've realized more and more the value of planting roots to a redwood tree. That shit takes time, but it's unshakable. It's not going anywhere. It's going to last hundreds of years. And it's like speed is, to me, it's like it's irrelevant, in the sense of like getting to your destination faster doesn't keep you at the finish line longer. Like you don't, oh, I just want to have all these things, and then you get it, and then it's not like, okay, cool, now I just have more time to feel this way. It's like, no, then it's a whole new thing. And so to me, I'm like, I would rather slowly root and have all these things happen, and that way when my time comes, it lasts forever. It lasts for people after me. I did it again. I'm getting better for myself. I don't know. I mean, no one's been saying this, so it's not like you do it, but it's just for me. So don't worry. But yeah, I think that's all I got on my heart today. I hope if you're seeing this, it finds you well. And yeah, it's not about this time being different. It's about being different this time. Hell yeah. All right, let's have a good one.